Hey, my name is Sarah Morrison, and thanks for pressing play and checking out what it is that I love about coaching. And let me just start by saying coaching is something that I never ever dreamed of doing or thought I would do. But now, 7 years into it, I can tell you it's something that benefits every single lifestyle. So, let me just give you some expectations. I'm going to share a little bit about my story. Everyone's story is different coming into coaching, but I'll share a little bit of mine. And then I'm going to answer probably a lot of questions that you might have logistically about coaching. So, okay. So let me start again. My name is Sarah, and I'm a mother of two. I have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, so I have two toddlers. I am a fitness instructor. I used to be a broadcast journalist and kind of fell into fitness. And some people that I knew in the fitness industry were doing Beachbody, and that's how I got introduced to this. I'm a wife to a paramedic slash firefighter. He's gone for 24 hours at a time every third day, so I get to have that single mom feeling a few times. And I live in a small town called Alpena, Michigan. It's on Lake Huron, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And got a college degree in broadcast journalism and cable and new cable production. I don't even remember anymore. And then also a minor in women's studies. So go Western Michigan Broncos. College was a lot of fun. Anyways, that's a little bit about me. Who is Beachbody? Okay, so you might have heard, don't picture someone with a hot body on the beach. That's not it. Because that's what I pictured the first time I heard Beachbody. I was like, I don't know if I want to set that expectation for myself. Anyways, Beachbody is the top company in health and fitness. So health and fitness is a huge industry. Billions of dollars are spent in health and fitness every year. And this is the number one company out there for it. They have created programs that I'm sure you've heard of, like Turbo Jam, P90X, Insanity, more recently programs like the 21-Day Fix, PIO, Core to Force, Shift Shop. That's one of the ones I'm doing right now, and I love. It's giving great results to me and so many of my clients. And really, they started as this at-home, buy a fitness program, see it on an infomercial, and people were buying it. And they started that way and were very, very successful. They really kind of like pushed the infomercial industry and set the standard. And what they discovered is the people who built this company, it was really started by two men, one named Carl, one named John. They, of course, they were like, we want to have a successful company. We want to make money. We want to do big things. And they were doing that. But then they started to look at the people that were actually doing their fitness programs. For example, I think Power 90 was one of the first ones, or 10-Minute Trainer. And what they discovered is that about maybe like 20% of the people who actually purchased the program actually used it. So it was sitting on the shelves. Back then it was probably VHS tapes and DVDs and just collecting dust. And they were like, oh, we love making all this money and being successful, but we really don't like the fact that it's not actually helping people. It ate away at them. They've got a conscience in this. They wanted to do this by really, truly helping people. And so they decided to do something about it. And that's where the idea of coaching was born. Now, let me pause. When I first heard of coaching, when my friend first introduced the idea of coaching to me, I was incredibly skeptical. And I was like, no, I don't do MLMs. I don't want to be part of that tribe. I don't do what everyone else does. I really prided myself on not falling into like cliques or fads or being a follower. Like that's how I looked at all of this. Thank goodness my mindset changed. But anyways, when I heard this story about how Beachbody started, it really helped me be like, oh, I can get down with that. I love the fact, like, I want to be successful too. Who doesn't? But I want to do it by truly helping people. And what I have learned in this business is that your success is truly measured by the amount of people you truly help. So if you lead with helping someone make permanent changes in their health and their happiness, you'll be successful. And so that was really a big shift for me. So if you're kind of on the fence right now, realize that. Okay, there's a lot of ways to have a job, have a career, have an impact. And this is one that you can't get ahead in unless you truly help someone. And I like that. I like that safeguard on this. Okay, anyways, I got really sidetracked. So they started this whole idea of coaching. They were like, look, we've got all these success stories from some amazing people. They got like 40 of them in a room. And we're like, we have this idea. we're like, we've realized that you guys have actually done the programs and the programs work. You've gotten great results. And you've told the people in your life who have been like, how have you gotten these great results? And then they do it. And they're like, the peer factor, did I say that right? Yeah, is missing. The part where like someone checks in on you. Did you press play? What's your plan? Are you going to start that workout soon? And they're like, we need you to be a coach. We want to try this idea of coaching. And that's where the whole networking side of Beachbody was born, with this network of coaches. Basically, you don't have to have any credentials. You just have to have a heart and care about people. And I know I've taken a lot of personality tests and stuff, and I always come out as a helper. I'm someone who likes to have relationships. I'm someone who likes to help people. And a lot of the coaches on my team are the same way. It feels good to help people. I want to have a career. I want to be able to support my family doing it in a way that actually helps people. So that's a little bit about how coaching was born. There's no gimmicks. There's no like sleaziness or manipulativeness or anything. It's truly just helping people. And I love that if you were to sign up to be a coach, you can also quit being a coach at any time. There's no requirement to sell. Like, you have to sell $500 in the first 2 weeks. No, there's absolutely no requirements to sell anything, to buy anything yourself, to sign someone up. None of that. No contract to sign. This is a business that could totally change your life and cost so little to start and has no expectations for you. You set the expectations. I love that, because to me, that's the company being like, we just want people who want to coach. We don't want anyone's arm to be twisted. We want people who truly are excited about health and fitness and want to invite other people to join them. So that's kind of how coaching got started, to really bring their products that they spent tons of money on. And, man, I teach fitness. I have a personal training certification. These are legit programs with a lot of science behind them that will work. They're planned out to really work for people. If people follow this, there's no way they won't get results. That was another big thing for me. Even after being a coach for a couple of years, I'm still a little skeptical. And I was also really scared of what people might think. And I had to move past that. But I did a program. I finally decided I'm going to do one of the programs, and I'm just going to give it my all and do it. And my husband did it with me. And wow, I mean, I already like to run. I'm already fit. Like, I thought I ate well. I think I eat a little bit better every year I get older. But this program gave us amazing results. For example, just my husband, he lost 20 pounds. His cholesterol went from risky to no risk. And so at that moment, I was like, if people just actually follow the instructions, they're going to get great results. It's going to be life-changing. All I have to do is cheer them on and be there to listen to them vent, or be there to lift them up, or be there to high-five them. I can do that. Let me talk about Shakeology. Shakeology is a big part of the Beachbody world. So Beachbody was making all these fitness programs, and everyone's like, okay, help me more with my nutrition, or it's so hard for me to prep all these meals and all these things. So I could tell you, I could do a whole video on Shakeology, and I will keep it short, but Beachbody wanted to create a drink that has never been created before. There's a lot of protein drinks out there, a lot of pre-workout, post-workout, all that kind of stuff out there. And they wanted to create something that was an actual meal with the highest standards out there. So Shakeology is more than a protein shake. There's protein in it, but it is an entire meal. It's got digestive enzymes, amino acids, probiotics, prebiotics, adaptogens, superfoods, over 70 superfoods from around the world. The way that they create it makes it so that there's no fillers, there's nothing artificial, there's absolutely no junk in it. I have researched it. They always just keep making it better. That their standard is nothing artificial. Okay, so many times, like, I love LaCroix water. Even that has artificial stuff in it. It has natural flavorings, which is a way for them to be able to label something without telling you what's really in it, meaning there's probably chemicals in it. Shakeology doesn't have any of that. You know everything. It's harvested with integrity to maintain the ingredients or maintain the benefits, and it really helps people make one of their meals amazing. It fills in the gaps in your nutrition so that you don't have as many cravings. So many times people have a hard time with diets because all of a sudden they cut stuff. and their body starts freaking out because even if they're cutting bad food, they might be cutting some of the nutrients. They're limiting what they get. And so your body starts having more cravings because it's trying to get like, oh my gosh, well, I need more beta carotene, or I need more calcium, I need more vitamin B. So it's trying to get you to consume more food. It can be kind of a vicious cycle. And Shakeology helps because it's going to plug all the gaps in nutrition. So literally you could eat salad the rest of the day if you need to, or you could eat chicken. Like, don't get me wrong, you can't go eat ice cream the rest of the day and see results, but this is a tool to make eating well and eating healthy easier. I absolutely love Shakeology, and the people that I have work with me who use it, they love it. It makes their life easier. It just becomes part of their grocery bill, and gosh, they're healthier because of it. Okay, let me touch base a little bit on my story. Let me just back up really quick, and then I'll give you a little bit more logistics. I kind of got carried away there. Okay, I mentioned a little bit. I started coaching back in 2010, very, very skeptical in the beginning. And this has slowly, I've opened my eyes to this slowly. You don't have to go as slow as me. You can go so much faster. But today I really look at coaching. When someone asks me about what is coaching, I tell them it's my second chance. That's how I look at it. Because I went to college and, you know, I went through high school. I did all this stuff and I was very just like coasting by. I didn't have a lot of expectations put on me. Or, hey, you know, a lot of conversations about what do you think you want to be when you grow up? What makes you happy? Why don't you go job shadow that? A lot of that stuff that I see other people doing, I'm like, why didn't I do that? I have a lot of regrets about how I spent college. I spent it partying, which was super fun. And I got a couple degrees, which is great. That shows that I can complete something, so that's good. But I went into a field that I was not crazy about. And I look back and I'm like, gosh, I wish I would have done something I loved. Like, I could have been a doctor. I could have been an underwater archaeologist. Now I see all these careers around me that I'm like, those look exciting. I could have done that, but I didn't. And so, yeah, regrets suck. But I look at coaching and I'm like, this has been my second chance for me to really figure out what I'm capable of, do something bigger than I ever thought possible, impact people, have relationships with people, have friendships with people that I never would have met. If I were given a vacation just today and they said you can take 10 of your friends, 8 of them would be Beachbody coaches, because the people on this team that I've connected with, they have similar interests. They love health and fitness. They'd rather be positive than negative. They've become best friends. It's become another way for me to make friends besides your traditional who lives in your zip code kind of way. So I really look at coaching as my second chance to do something really awesome with my life that makes me proud of what I'm capable of. Okay, back to logistics. I'm just popping around all over to try and keep you on your toes. So this isn't old school network marketing. I hate the term network marketing, and I kind of think that the best coaches are actually coaches who really hate network marketing, because this isn't typical network marketing. This is like literally building friendships with people and supporting them through a transformation. Okay? And don't worry, that doesn't sound maybe as intense as I just made it sound. It means, hey, how are you feeling? What are you proud of today? That kind of stuff. But in old school network marketing, maybe you're picturing like home parties or having to have a bunch of product in the trunk of your car or filling up your garage. I know when I moved in with my husband way back in the day, I would find Avon boxes from his ex. And so I was like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do any of that stuff with Beachbody. You don't have to stock anything. You don't have to ship anything. You don't have to deal with returns. All you have to do is love on people, connect with people, invite them, encourage them. There's so many different things that you can do with coaching. I originally started because I wanted to get a discount on Shakeology because I had started drinking it and liked it and I didn't want to pay full price. Who doesn't like discounts, right? So that's why I started. I got a discount on Shakeology, and then things started to like pique my interest here and there. And so I'm like, okay, let me try and actually invite people to do a program with me, or let me invite people to a 10-day running group, or let me invite people to a 5-day clean eating challenge for free. Let's just see. And I was like, oh, this is fun. And this could be something I could make a profit at while having fun and while helping people. Like that feels good because at that time I was making like $300 every other week. So this definitely hasn't ever been about money, but it's always been a bonus and like a wow that has come with it. So you could be a loving the discount kind of coach. You could be someone who loves a discount but tells people about it, invites people to join you, is willing to like share about it. Or you could be someone who's like, hey, I'm going to run this like a business, which is where I'm at now, where I'm like, I plan out my challenge groups. I put work into them so that they look nice. They're organized. They truly help people. There's thought behind it. I invite people to it. I invite people to my team so I can mentor them how to do this too. Lots of different levels. You could start here. You could end up there. You get to pick. No one's your boss. No one's going to ask for your time card. This is an opportunity for you to really make something more. Give yourself more freedom. And it's also an opportunity for you to get a great discount and be surrounded by amazing people who are going to cheer you on. It's another thing I love. There's mainly women on Team Fit and Free, which is the team that I founded. And I love that I'm surrounded by women, which used to intimidate the socks off me. But all of these women are supportive and my friends, and they cheer me on and they push me to do things I wouldn't have done without that. And I've never once felt intimidated. I love that. I'm a girl's girl, finally, instead of the girl who hung out with all the boys or literally lived with 5 boys in college, which I did at one point. What does a coach do? You walk the walk, okay? If you love health and fitness already, then you're there. Okay. So for me, I drink Shakeology. I work out. I'm not just doing strictly Beachbody programs. Occasionally I'll stick to a program and do that. But a lot of times I like to shake it up. I like to go for a run. The next day I might do a workout on Beachbody on demand, which is like the best tool ever. It's like the Netflix of fitness. I might go for a lap swim the next day. You can do so many different things. Just walk the walk of health and fitness and you invite people to join you. It's just inviting. I work in fitness now with Beachbody and at a health club. And I have found that people always start their journey like 90% of the time because someone invited them. They probably wouldn't have started if someone didn't say, come to a class with me. Why don't you join this group with me? Hey, do you want to do a free 5-day clean eating challenge and just see how you feel in 5 days? Invitations change people's lives. There's no twisting arms. There's no sales pitch or elevator pitch that you have to come up with. You really just share your story and invite people to join you. How much time does it take? That is up to you. I will tell you that since becoming a Beachbody coach, I have become, that was me trying to snap. I can't really snap, but I have become pretty badass with my time. I am so much more organized. I can crank stuff out. I make the most out of the moments. I grind and then I get out and I relax. And it's so nice because you can do this anytime, anywhere. You get to pick how much time you want. If you want to start by just maybe you want to get the cost of your own Shakeology covered, which should be having three clients that you support and work with, that might be 30 minutes to an hour a day. If you want to build a bigger business, you can do some amazing things in a few years that could totally change your life. That will be a bigger raise than you will ever get in any other job. You're going to put more time in. You're going to have a sponsor who helps you figure that out to come up with a plan. Okay, you always have guidance in this. How much does it cost to start? So to get your business license fee, because you are opening a business, it's going to be $40. That's it. If you were going to go open, what's a chain? Every chain I'm thinking of is a fast food chain. Okay, I'll go with it. If you're going to go open a Taco Bell, your licensing fee would be so much more than that. And the thing is, this business does have the potential to make you just as much as that Taco Bell would. However, you probably have less stress and less overhead for sure. So $40 to start your business fee. And then after that, there is a $15.95 a month fee once a month that covers your websites, your membership, the sales department. Think of it as like, this is your crew. This is what you are paying out for your team of employees. And that's your customer support, return, shipping, website maintenance, all that stuff. Okay. But then you also get a 25% discount on anything that you were to purchase. So you do have savings in there just in getting Shakeology alone. If you were to sign up and get what is, sorry, I'm looking at my notes over here, get what is called a challenge pack, which combines a fitness program and a month's supply of Shakeology. It's a way that a lot of coaches sign up because you end up buying that stuff anyways. That usually is around $160, $140 to $190, but $160 is generally the challenge pack that most people pick. That's going to waive your $40 fee. So just keep that in mind. If you were to do this, that would be beneficial instead of you buying it later and then paying that extra $40. And yay, that was my notes. So coaching is freedom. It can be so many different things in your life. It could be freedom from negative self-talk. It could be freedom from hating the way you look when you get dressed in the morning. It can be freedom from living paycheck to paycheck. Man, you know what? Stick with me here. One of my coaches, Carrie, I saved a text from her that I want to just read. And then I have another story of a woman, Ashley, I want to tell you really quick, because when it comes down to it, the thing I love about coaching the most is the impact it's had on other people's lives, whether they're a client with me or a coach on my team. So first, let me actually tell you about Ashley. She is a client with me. And gosh, she's just one of those girls who smiles all the time. And when you sit down and talk to her and you let her just start talking, she's not smiling on the inside. She's constantly feeling like a failure. And she's in one of my challenges right now. We're on day 15. And our conversation in the past couple of months has been how she's never been able to stick with anything. She's been wanting to take the weight off for years. And she gets 5 days in. 5 days was the longest she's ever stuck with anything. And today she is on day 15. She is showing herself she can do this. Her confidence in herself is going up. She feels amazing. I met with her just this afternoon. And her face is just lit up. Like that smile is way more real than it ever used to be. I know that. That feels good to be that person who gets to hold someone's hand. She's doing it. I'm not doing it. But I get to cheer her on and I get to tell her, yes, you can. Okay? And sometimes people just need that. Okay. This is a text that I just saved because I love it from one of my coaches, Carrie, who is a single mom. She is, she spent her whole life living paycheck to paycheck, avoiding people calling her on Sunday morning to collect money, always paying her rent late. This was the story of her life. Okay. She's also pretty funny, which you'll gather here in a second. So this is the text. It says, tears. I just got an alert from my bank. It's over the $1,000 threshold. When I read that, I was like, oh my God, she's $1,000 over what? Hold on. It says, you see, I set up my account to alert me when it goes below $20 so I know just before it's going to go negative. I also set it up to alert me when it goes above $1,000, kind of as a joke a few years ago. And today's alert had me thinking, oh, what bill came out and put me overdrawn? But it was an alert that I have more than $1,000 in my checking account. I can register for the trip I want to take and make my car payment and make my electric bill and my daughter's dance tuition. Oh my gosh, thank you for helping me. Thank you so much. XOXOXOXOXO. That, I read that, I was in tears. That's life-changing. And you know what? She's an amazing coach who has inspired so many people to just love themselves more, take care of themselves more. And she leads with her heart. She has always led with her heart instead of the what's in it for me. And when you do that, you will take off as a coach. That's what this is all about. So if you want to coach, I'm going to sponsor you. I'm going to help you find your voice in this. You will always be you. You're not going to take on just this Beachbody persona. You're going to be you. You just partner with a company that can help you help people. And I'm going to help you figure out a way for you to do it in your life. So you got to reach out. Tell me you want to do this, and we'll get started.